Good morning guys, welcome to Lost Phoenix Gaming. Back on Forza Motorsport 7 today, looking at the December monthly races. I will be combining some of these where I can. I've got the winner race in the Alfa Romeo that one, the Alfa Romeo Giulia. So we've got different ones here, we've got different drift events to do and other things here, so I'm having a quick look through and see what I can combine. So looking at it, I'll start with a Rivals event, beat a rival in the corkscrew control event, so I'll have a look here. I'm driving the Ford Escort, the RS rally car, which is absolutely brilliant. So let's have a look. Come up with Mazda International Raceway at Laguna Seca in the Ford. And I don't think I've got a noob to begin with. I've got someone called Monkey James, who fine enough is an Xbox friend of mine, but that's why I see his name pop up on certain things around Forza. But they're not doing too badly, he's not doing too badly. So normally you get the noob, normally you get the one that goes off the track and in the first corner or decides to park it up and have their lunch just before the finish line. But I've actually got someone a bit better for once. But I'm still beating them. I'm still beating them. If you hear any noise in the background, mate, it's actually my children. They're both up. One's on the Xbox playing, I haven't got a clue, it's either Forza or Fortnite. Or watching YouTube. Watching this really strange video when I was in there last, where this YouTuber actually buys a old school bus, paints it all up like a Fortnite battle bus, and actually was planning to donate it to the streamer Tifu, but I don't know, I didn't pay much attention to it. It was just sort of on when I went into the living room. But I'm ahead here, I'm beating Monkey James and the Laguna Seca track. So I'm coming around the corner now, coming up towards the finish line. 1 minute 58 I need to beat, and I'm pushing 1 minute 57. So congratulations, you beat Monkey James. Fair enough. They've just sailed past me, but no, it's my next rival who I can't really be bothered with, to be honest with you. I've done one rival lap, I've done it. So I can collect my points and I can move on. Got my pop-up telling me I've made progress in December showcase. The 5 laps in a hot hatch. What you'll notice is my challenges are a little bit all over the place, because I'm basically making them up as I go along on this one. Completely making them up as I'm going, so I can combine, see what's what, and that does mean jumping around different categories and actually making sure that the things I want to combine are aligned at the right time. So I'm on Road Atlanta. I'm in the Ford Focus RS in the lovely red colour. I can't remember what red colour's called. That's the same colour as my Focus, my old Focus. I can't remember. It's got some really stupid name. So if you have a scratch or whatever you need to get sort of anything for it, or get a new mirror or whatever, it's actually got a proper manufacturer name. It's really stupid, but it's red. As far as the DVLA are concerned, it's red. So we've got the RS going round here, which isn't too bad. It's a 5 lap race, so what I'll do is I'll cut it in a minute and jump onto the last lap so that you can have a look and don't have to watch me do 5 laps in this thing. So I'm on to my last lap. Yeah, so I'm on to my last lap, which isn't too bad. It's been about 6.5 minutes. I'm coming round towards the end now, which isn't too bad. It's not a bad track this, although I remember having a proper nightmare on here with the Porsche overtaking challenge. Back when I was doing the racing events, I was doing the career mode. That was a nightmare. I've got a video up about to do that, but that's absolutely a nightmare. That. But lap 1 minute 22 over the line in the Ford Focus RS. Again, apologise for any noise in the background. I've got a very noisy 8-year-old clapping away to, I don't know what. I love him, but he's strange. Pop-ups telling me I've made progress in the December showcase. Fantastic. So I've got the Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadriplegia, whatever it's called. The one that Jeremy Clarkson quite famously or infamously referred to as a quadriplegia. I'm racing this around the Brands Hatch track. This is obviously a car pass car because this is a car pass challenge. And I'm on a UK track, so that's hitting 2 challenges in one go, which is the one thing I always try and do with these Forzathons, because I like to think that as well as you guys watching me, because I'm actually a bit rubbish, right? You know, you're actually watching just to see different things, if you see how you can combine things, different techniques and stuff like this. So if I can find sort of shortcuts and things like this to actually do challenges, I will do, and I'll show them to you guys. You know, you can't be all, oh look how rubbish he is at racing. But got the Giulia. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce the last part of the name, because not only am I likely to offend anyone who is Italian, I'm also likely to sound like a complete and utter idiot in the process. I've got the short lap, so I'm coming round to a finish line in the Alpha. Cross line, 59 seconds. And that's a good one. Made progress in December car pass, and I've made progress in December showcase. Right. So what I will do, I'll go in and I'll see what I've got. So into a Forzathon screen, I'm having a quick look through some of the other things. Got some drift events which I want to try and combine. So what I will do is I'll go onto the car pass one and do the Indianapolis race in the BM. So I've got the Bmw M8, which is the December car pack car. It's a free car that everybody receives. This is obviously the racing edition. I think they are going to make a road version of it from what I've seen. But this is the M8 GTE, latest thing from BMW. It's essentially a BMW i8 with a huge engine. So I'm against Yamakarato, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Now the Indy, quick look inside the car, you can see it's a very racing car, it's very space age. You've got camera at the back, you've got your race computer, you've got the Formula 1 steering wheel. It's definitely decked out. I'll probably end up changing the design of it because I'm not overly keen on all the branding on the side of it. But for the time being, I'll just run with it. It's a good car, it's a quick car. This hasn't been modded or anything, I've literally just got onto the game, collected the car and just used it. This is a car I'll probably have a look at for a hot lap round the Nürburgring at some point in the future. but I've done that one to cross the line. And see what I've got, racing my Chaparral 2E. So pop up there telling me I've made the progress in the December car pass. Into Forzathon, having a look, since I want to hit these drift scores together. I'm probably going to have to go back and have a look at that Atom event, that Atom race. Yeah, that's what it looks like I'm probably going to have to do on this one. I'm going to hit the Atom race and hit the GT division race as well, and then I can hit the drift event, the two drift events as one race. So going in, I've got the Atom, 161 mile an hour. Ariel's Crazy Track Toy. Right, little disclaimer here guys, this is tuned, this is proper tuned. I've actually upgraded this because it wasn't really capable of hitting 161 mile an hour unless you had a very, very, very long straight. So I thought, now let's go in, let's upgrade it, let's give it a kick. So onto the Indianapolis Motor Speedway Brickyard. As I've said on previous videos, this is brilliant if you just want to have a good run. It's got a pretty decent straight. So I'm hitting 180 mile an hour at the moment. I've got the kids coughing in the background because my eldest's not been too well. He's got a sicky bug. It's been going round, so he's struggling a little bit. But he'll be alright. Just plenty of drinks and everything. Just get over it. But coming up towards the line, 180 mile an hour across the line. Can't be bad. 1 minute. The Ariel Atom. So that's that up against some McLaren P1 GTR. Why not? So I've got a pop-up. I've made progress in December car pass. Little Miss Stig looks very happy with. So into the Forzathon screen and let's have a look. 6 laps in a vintage GT racing division car. 195 credits up for grabs. And then there's a drift race with the Italian car. So Lime Rock full circuit. It's not a long circuit, so 6 laps isn't going to take me too much time. And I have to pick the Shelby Cobra. This is one of my favourite cars on the whole game. It is absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So any chance to get this out and do a race in this, I will do. I like to try and get a theme sometimes on my Forzathons. And this one, I haven't bothered actually. I just haven't done a theme. Normally I try and pick a car from a certain country or certain thing or certain tracks or whatever's, but the last one I did, which was the week 1 of December Forzathon, which I've just finished doing voiceover for. I put an American theme to it, American cars. Seeing as I got the Hot Wheels driver gear and everything, but this video was recorded before I did this, but I'm doing the voiceover after I did it, so it's all out of sync a little bit, but it's just how it is at the moment. It's got a lot of stuff happening with Christmas and stuff, so I'm sort of trying to sit down, get my videos made where I can, get voiceovers where I can, and sort of just try and get things done between rushing around after other people or just trying to get all like Christmas stuff sorted out, because it's only a couple more weeks now, and that's mad. That's absolutely mad. But going round, I've done a quick cut, which you may or may not have noticed because my Phoenix logo's blocking the new layout of the on-screen displays. So I'm on my 6th lap. 6.25 minutes. This is a very drifty car. I quite like this. I might use this in a few drift events. I mean, I have used it for one, but it's actually quite a drifty car. The end goes out quite nicely, works quite well. The Shelby Cove is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. My opponent Yamakarato is almost 2,000 feet behind me. What's the point? Seriously, mate, just take your drive tire awards, just park up and have your lunch. So, cross the line, under the Sam Posey Straight. I'm not even going to wait for the other guy to finish, I'm just going to move on. So, pop-ups there. I've made progress in the December car pass. Going into a Forzathon screen, and this is where I wanted to be. Get a drift score of 9,000 in a single lap in a car from Italy, and then get a drift score of 6,000 in a single lap in a rear wheel drive car. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to do a drift event. I'm going to aim for 9,000. I'm going to pick a rear wheel drive car from Italy. And here it is. I've got the Ferrari FXXK, which not only is an absolutely lovely car, it's absolutely sheer power. I've got two of these cars. One of them's just your stock, and this one's well over 1,000 horsepower. It's actually broke its class restriction, but there's no class restriction to this, so it is pretty damn powerful. I'm round on Circuit Spa de Francorchamps, so I'm around here. Although one thing I've noticed about this is it's actually really hard to drift. I'm thinking that it's quite a light car, it's seriously overpowered, but its road holding is absolutely amazing. I've got stability turned off and stuff like this, and traction turned off, but this is a bit worrying in a way, because I'm trying to score 9,000, and it's too good at staying on the track. It's too good at staying in the straight line. But I'm starting to get down almost at 3,000. It's just probably more a case of just getting my head into a different way of drifting this vehicle, because I normally drift for Mustangs, be that the 1960s Hoonigan or the more modern Mustang. But this is a really nice car, and if you're going to have an Italian car, and that's got to be rear wheel drive, you've got to go for the FXXK, because it's just lovely. It's a really nice car, but it's one of those cars which sort of like the reality of it is actually really absurd. It's a really absurd car, because not only were only a small handful of them ever made, and if you're lucky enough to be invited by Ferrari to buy one, they actually were invite only for selected existing customers. So if you were lucky to be invited to own one, you'd be paying multi-millions for these, and then you can't actually have it. You can't actually even own your car. You have the car, but it has to be kept in a Ferrari garage, and you can only race it on a track because it's not road legal, and the track races can only be done with certain amount of notice on certain tracks, pending approval by Ferrari. So having one of these cars is nothing more than a status symbol, because you can't drive it, you can't keep it in your garage, you can't keep it anywhere where anyone will actually see it. You can only take it out with the approval of Ferrari themselves on certain times and certain tracks. It's one of those bizarre things, but people did buy them. You got your multimillionaires, billionaires and all this lot, they did buy them, and they are nice cars, but it's just absolutely ludicrous that these sort of limitations are put in place. But I got 10,000 score on that. I've made progress, a few scuffs up the FXXK, but they'll polish out, I'm sure they'll polish out. And congratulations, you've completed December Car Pass. And I've also made progress in December Showcase, because if you remember, this is a combined challenge. Having a quick look in to see what I've got next. So I've done the Car Pass, so I get 195,000 credits. I've still got complete 10 races under holiday races, but I've also got complete a race where you go at least 160 miles an hour in a radical manufactured car. I've got two radical cars. I've got this one and I've got the SpongeBob. Part of me was thinking, shall I use the SpongeBob as a bit of a nod to his creator who's passed away recently, or shall I just go just for pure speed? I'm not 100% sure about SpongeBob walking to 160. So I decided, let's go for some pure speed. So I've got the monster skinned green radical at Homestead. 161 mile an hour I think was the requirement, and I'm taking the bank at 170, so it's not something I'm overly going to be worried about. Coming up towards line, 174 across it, 35 seconds. That was easy, that was good. The Radical RXC. I've made progress in December Showcase, and I've completed December Showcase. Fantastic. Into the Forzathon screen, and I'm claiming my prize. The 1964 Chevy Impala Super Sport 409 Forza Edition. I'm going to have to go in and paint it black. Then go around America hunting demons and monsters, isn't it? No? Okay. What's left? I've got 2 more races on the holiday races for 300,000 credits, and then there's the multiplayer challenges where I need to complete 5 races online, which I'm not going to bother doing at the moment, simply because, one, online's rubbish, and I'm having a few issues with the left stick on the controller, so knock a couple of races out of the way here. I've got the Bmw M8 on a drag strip. There's no contest on that one. Dubai drag strip, absolutely no contest whatsoever. Sorry, Yamakaratu in your Maserati. I've totally owned you by about 2 seconds, 2.5 seconds. So I'll do another drift race just to get this over the line, and I'll go for the FXXK simply because I love it. Let's see how this goes. Not in Dubai anymore, I'm on the test track on the airfield, and I'm off. Come on mate, come on, give me a challenge. You're getting further and further behind here, come on. At least be happy in the fact you're getting driver tile rewards for this. I do wonder sometimes if I'm doing these games, I'm doing Forza, I'm doing Horizon, I'm doing Forza 7, stuff like this, and if any of the people, like these driver tiles, because they're not real people, I'm not racing against real people here, these are just driver tiles, computer characters, but they are actually real Xbox accounts. I wonder if any of these actually do see the channel and go, What's going on there? Who's this loony? But I got my pop-up saying already progress on holiday races. It's asking me if I like the tune, which I do, because this is the overpowered one, and I've completed holiday races. Brilliant. Onto a Forzathon screen. I'll get my pop-up, 300,000 credits, can't be bad. VIP I can't do much with because I don't own it. The multiplayer I will have a look at some point, but not at the moment, because my controller stick's going odd and it's got way too much stuff to do. I do like the VIP. I hope the VIP actually comes in a sale in New Year, because I might get it. And then you can see that you've got the challenges for the first week of December here, which by now you've already seen my video of doing these challenges, because I plan to upload it before I upload this one. But that's it, guys. A bit slapdash, a bit a bit made up along the way, but it's it. December challenges, combined a couple of drift events, so you had a good laugh at me being a bit of a noob. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. If you like what I'm doing, hit the like button, hit subscribe to keep up to date. So until next time, guys, thanks for watching, take it easy and happy driving.